For problem number 3, we are going to do problem number 3 exactly the way we did problem number 2. We're going to express the distance between the point 1, 0, and this point here. Now we could leave it as x comma y, but then that's still too many variables. So where we see a y, we can replace the y with a radical x, because the point xy is always on that curve, where the y coordinate is always the square root of the x coordinate. So the d of x, the distance in terms of x, again is the square root of the difference in the x coordinates, x minus 1 squared, plus the difference in the y coordinates, that's radical x minus 0 squared. And we can clean this up a little bit. We can still write x minus 1 squared, but if we add to that the square root of x minus 0, which is the square root of x, and we square square root of x, we just get x. So that guy right there, d, let me write it down here, d of x is equal to the square root of x minus 1 squared plus x. And if we type that into our calculator, if we define our y1 to be the square root of x minus 1 squared, and then plus x, and let's just go ahead and graph that. Now notice that x can't be less than 0, so we're going to start our x at 0, and x could be anything greater than 0, greater than or equal to 0. And then we draw the graph. It looks like that, and we weren't asked to find anything. We were just asked to draw the graph, noticing that if x is equal to 0, we would have the square root of 1, which is 1. So it would be right there. Looks like it kind of dips down just a little bit, and then it goes up like that. And that graph right there will show the distance between the point 1, 0 and any point on the graph of y equals radical x, depending upon x. So let's say x is equal to 4. Let's see. Let's just say x is equal to 4. The y coordinate would be a 2, right? So the distance, so the distance between 1, 0 and 4, 2 would be, you put a 4 in place of the x, you have 3 squared. 9 plus 4 is 13. So the distance, if x is 4, would be the square root of, again, 4 minus 1 is 3, 3 squared is 9, and 9 plus 4 is 13. So that would be the distance. And let's see here, if we calculate the value of the function when x is 4, the square root of 13 should be around, well, it should be 3.606, let's say. We rounded that. And just to confirm, the square root of 13 is 3.606, as we just showed. All right, so that's it for this one.